All right, and now we make it up to the top. We make it up. We're at number 15, and number 15 sits alone, of course. As you guys, if you're old school like us, you know where we're going with this show because just looking at the house.
Where are you? We got some work to do now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We need some help from you now. Come on, Scooby-Doo, I see you. You got a silver. You're here with me, 'cause I can see the way you shake and shimmer. You know we got a Dino Saucers, Scooby-Doo, ready for your act.
Okay, now there's a few things I gotta say about this show. First off, this is the first show that brought stoners out because Shaggy and his stoner dog. Come on now, that those two are always eating. They're yeah.
No, I'm not going to disagree with you. I mean, there are multiple episodes where there's smoke rolling out of the back of the mystery machine,
Yep.
and they look like they have glazed over eyes, bloodshot eyes, and they forever had the munchies. They are the 80's version of Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, they are the 80's version of them. Then you have Velma. She is just hot and nerdy.
Hot nerdy love.
Oh.
Epically hot nerdy love. I mean, like that big turtleneck, the socks that matched the turtleneck. The fact that she was adorkable. Okay,
She
just
was
straight up adorkable.
Then we had Fred and oh gosh,
Daphne.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Comment on Fred. One word. Tool.
And
Yes, Fred has big dumb idiot written all over him. Like seriously, it's like, oh yeah, come on, gang, let's go. We're gonna go do this. I have a plan. Like seriously, like if you actually had a free-formed thought in your head, I would literally die because that's how powerful you would be. Like the day Fred actually has a conscious thought will be the day the universe ends. Like seriously, and he's supposed to be the leader, and then there's Daphne.
oh man, Daphne.
Like you are like the most richest slumming it girl I have ever met. I mean, like you are a rich girl slumming. I mean, because you're hanging out with a tool, an adorable girl, and two stoners in the back of a van, going all over the place, hanging out solving mysteries. Like your parents must be so pissed. Like, Daddy must really have done something for you to hate him this much.
Yeah, exactly. Had to have been something horrible.
And like your mom's probably an alcoholic who just doesn't care. I mean, like she lets you hang out with stoners, and you're the one funding their munchies because like you never and in every episode you have never seen them pay for anything.
Nope, you never seen them pay for anything ever.
Anything. Like, I have never seen them pull money out and actually pay for something, yet Shaggy and Scooby are always eating.
So Daphne's the one funding it all because she's the little rich girl.
They actually state that Daphne her family is actually well off in the series. Because they, like, visit her family on multiple occasions, and they're all rich.
Yes.
Like, every member of her family is stupidly rich, so... It's like, yeah, why are you hanging out with two stoners, a hot nerd, and that tool you call a boyfriend? Like, what's going on there? And see, here's the interesting thing about it. Scooby-Doo is actually set in Ohio.
That I didn't know.
Yes, Scooby-Doo's the whole set of Scooby-Doo is in Ohio. It's actually Ohio. They actually base a lot of the geographical landmarks about their town, Crystal Cove, and its later incarnations are all based off of stuff in Ohio.
Wow, that's something I didn't know. Okay, the next one on our list, coming in
At 14.
SpiderMan and his amazing friends, Iceman and Firestar. SpiderMan and his amazing friends.
Yeah, now Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Come on, you have a guy made of ice, and then you have Firestorm. Firestar, sorry.
Like, again, this show is not even about the plots. It's not even about the whole goody moral thing about this. No. It's Spider-Man. Everybody wanted to be Spider-Man in the 80s, okay? He could crawl on walls. He shot webs. No one could hit him because he's got that cool spider sense thing going for him. And he hangs out with Iceman, like one of the premier X-Men mutants.
Right.
And, you know, their girlfriend is, you know, not that any of them were actually dating her at the time, even though they were trying, is Firestar. She's hotter than the sun. Like, you didn't even care about the plots. You were looking for Spider-Man to be hanging out with Iceman and Firestar, and for them to kick the crap out of Doctor Doom.
As always.
And yes, that was Doctor Doom in the opening sequence there. That's Doom at the end. It's Doctor Doom. They fought Doctor Doom.
And coming in at number 13 on our list is Heathcliff.
Heathcliff, no one should terrify their neighborhood, but Heathcliff just won't be undone, playing pranks on everyone. There's a race to be on time, the competition doesn't stop, mixing with the ladies' fair, being charming debonair, the king will reign supreme, and no one can deny, they'll make them history, and always have another fight, so join in the jubilee, the cats are great, they'll all agree, finding each calamity, the cat's superiority, Heathcliff, no one should terrify their neighborhood, but Heathcliff just won't be undone. You should realize he can win with.
Well, with Heathcliff, when Garfield came out, Garfield kind of kicked Heathcliff to the curb. Heathcliff was one of the most radical cats out there. And then those you can't say anything. Then you have the junkyard cats, and these cats, Heathcliff and the junkyard cats never intertwined ever, never. They always did their own thing.
I only gotta want to say one thing about that whole Garfield comment you made right here. Garfield didn't make the list.
That he didn't make the list. Heathcliff did.
I'm gonna say this also. Like, this show during the 80s got me in trouble a lot because I expected my cat to do some of that crazy stuff. I expected my cat to be kicking the crap out of the dogs in the neighborhood. I expected my cat to, like, hang out in a back alley somewhere with a bunch of trash cans, making cool shit, and driving around in, like, a fake car, okay? I wanted to see that happen. That's the type of child I was. It's like, I actually had an orange cat. So I was just like, how come you don't do the cool stuff like the cartoon guy? was like, I had an orange cat. I was like, how come you don't do cool stuff like the cartoon cat does? You're supposed to be awesome like that.
Yeah, exactly. Heathcliff was one of those just, and like he did say, James did say, Garfield did not make our list. You know, even though Heathcliff kind of got thrown to the curb due to Garfield, Heathcliff should have never went away. He was a radical cat. And then the Junkyard Cats, that the short one had that hot girlfriend. Come on now.
I'm sorry, Garfield's only claim to fame is the fact that his lazy ass eats lasagna. Heathcliff dominated the neighborhood. He owned it. He was a cat and he made people do stuff. Okay, when your cat can literally leave the house and your neighbors come bring you stuff because your cat made them bring you stuff, you have an awesome cat. What has Garfield ever done for John except for get him out of trouble occasionally just because he wants to get fed again?
No, just because he wants lasagna.
I know, he wants to get fed again. Like, Heathcliff annoyed a dog. But that was because that dog was there and, you know, he was on Heathcliff's turf. It was like, you do what I say or you get the boot. Garfield kicks Odie off the table. Odie does nothing to Garfield. Odie has never chased Garfield. Odie has never done anything bad to Garfield. Garfield kicks him off the table. That's the reason why Garfield didn't make this list. For cruelty to animals.
For cruelty to animals, exactly. Coming in at 12 is Dino Saucers.
4 ordinary teenagers. Until one day, we met some new friends from out of town. They were called Dino Saucers. My friends and I became the secret scouts, allies to these Dino Saucers from outer space, and joined in their battles against Genghis Rex and the evil Tyrannos. The Dino Saucers are leaving, Boss. Well, follow them!
Dino Saucers. It was who doesn't like dinosaurs, especially dinosaurs from outer space.
Okay, 5 things. 1, they're dinosaurs. 2, they had a spaceship. 3, they revert back into large dinosaurs. 4, nobody on the planet knew they were there. 5, only 4 kids knew about it. 4 teenagers. 4 teenagers, and somehow, miraculously, throughout the entire series, the Tyrannos never ate one of them. And there was a black kid. That was the coolest thing for me. Being an African American myself, the fact that this show in the 80s had a black kid on the team, totally awesome for me. It gave me hope.
Okay, now we couldn't really decide on these top 2. Just like the last top 2, we kind of had a problem with number 16. We had the same issue with number 11. We have 2 here at 11, and yeah, they're both really good, especially this one.
Cops, Central Organization of Police Specialists, fighting crime in a future time, protecting Empire City from Big Boss and his gang of crooks. Cops, Roll Call, Highway, Mainframe, Long Arm, Bowser and Blitz, Sundown, Hardtop, Mirage, Bullseye, Mace, Barricade, and they call me Bulletproof. These are Empire City's most wanted crooks. Berserko, Rock Crusher, Misdemeanor, Turbo Two-Tone, Dr. Bad Vibes, Nightshade, Use Caution in Apprehending.
Now that was Cops. And, you know, everybody's going to think of when we said Cops, oh, the whole bad boys thing. No. This was Cops for us as a kid. And a guy named Bulletproof that is bulletproof? Really?
You see, funny thing about that. The first of the bad guys they mention when they do the roll call at the end there is Berserko. He actually hit the leader of the cops group with a car because he used to be an FBI agent. That's how he got the title Bulletproof, because they had to replace his torso.
Oh, yeah.
Cybernetic torso. You can't shoot this guy in the chest. It's not going to happen. And he's got all kinds of equipment in there that he can pull out and everything. It's completely awesome. And the simple fact, this show made me actually want to get into law enforcement.
Yep, it made me want to go into law enforcement as well. I actually wanted to become a cop.
Yeah, that show actually highlighted what law enforcement does and made it cool. I mean, it was a kid's show, obviously, because it was appealing to kids because, like, you know, the guy's bulletproof. There's a talking dog with Bowser and Blitz, because Blitz was the dog, and the dog talked.
Yeah. And he had a siren on his back.
That was like the coolest thing ever. Like, made me want to get a German Shepherd and put a little flashing light on him and run around yelling at people to freeze.
Yep. I know that.
I mean, like, seriously, as a kid in the 80s, that's what we did. We played cops.
Yeah, we did. And like we said, we had two that came in at number 11. We have this one here. This is the Centurions.
In the near future, Doc Terror and his cyborg companion Hacker unleash their forces to conquer Earth. Only one force can stop this evil, a handful of brave men. In specially created exobrains, they can be transported anywhere. To fuse with incredible assault weapon systems beamed down from the space station Skyvault. Becoming Man and Machine Power Extreme. Max Ray, Brilliant Sea Operations Commander. Jake Rockwell, Rugged Land Operations Specialist. Ace McCloud, Daring Air Operations Expert. Whatever the challenge, they are ready. The Centurions.
Now, with the Centurions, that was where they basically became armored badasses. They could pretty much destroy a town if they really wanted to.
Like literally, their battle cry when they actually fused with their weapon system was Power Extreme. Okay, you get no more epic than that. Again, this is another show from the 80s, cartoon show from the 80s, that actually made me want to get a government job.
Yes.
I literally wanted to go join the military, thinking that once I did that, I could literally become one of the Centurions. That I could get selected to put on the exo-frame and yell Power Extreme and go blow up terrorists. I really thought this. This is the stuff that went on in my head as a kid in the 80s because of these TV shows.
Yes, exactly. We got these ideas to where, oh wow, we could go and we could blow shit up, or we could do more than we could, than normal kids could, and it got to the point where it was like, awesome, we can do this, we got this. You know,
I will say this about cartoons and TV shows in the 80s. It actually gave you the sense that you could pretty much do anything you wanted. You literally could grow up and be anything. I mean, because like I wanted to be while watching Cops, I wanted to be a cop. I watched the Centurions. I wanted to join the military.
Yep. Yep. I know that feeling.
I mean, like watching the source. I wanted to be able to breathe underwater so I can go talk to seahorses. Okay, so the 80s shows were all about the wonder of imagining something way beyond what you actually could do.
That's why we have 20 shows in the top 20, and we also have the outtakes, the ones that didn't make it. Well, when we actually, that'll be the last one we post, because I'm going to post these in order. It's going to go 20 to 16, 15 to 11, and so forth. Once we get done with the number one, then I'm going to post the retakes, the ones that had a chance of making, that were actually in our top 20, that didn't make our top 20, because these other shows were better than those shows.
And again, this is all personal opinion. Like, you can disagree with us about anything, but if you, when we get to the number one, I'm gonna say this now, just so it's out there, so you know it's coming. If anyone mentions the vehicle version of Voltron at any point, bad things will happen. I will rant. I will scream. I will yell. It will be bad. Okay? Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Alright, folks, this is Karic Wormblade and James. We're signing off here.
See you later, people.